And what's going on here? I missed this too. Oh man, I never thought we'd have a double landing. I wasn't even expecting this. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to this matchup in the Doubles Age Tournament. This is going to be game number 4. Game point for AM. We've seen some mixed teamwork from AM, but certainly a little bit better play than the VNA team. This is Team Islands, the pick of VNA. Down in the bottom left, we have Nicov playing in blue as the Malay. And in the top right, we have MBL playing as the Malians. On the bottom left side of the map, we have Say My Name playing as the Vikings. And in the top, we have Back-T coming in once again for the Vietnamese team in his favorite color, orange. We had Say My Name. Okay, so first two games were ACCM and Back-T, resulting in 1 win, 1 loss. Last game was Say My Name and ACCM, resulting in a loss. And now we have Back-T and Say My Name. We'll see how it turns out for them this matchup. Team Islands is a really good map. It is not all in a water lap. Sorry, it is not all a water map because there is a lot of land in between the players. So landings are definitely very possible. Take a look at these civilizations. Nicov playing as the Malians. So the Malians get up to the next age faster, kind of like the Italians. So that's a very strong bonus on water. As well, their docks have more line of sight. They have some bonuses with their fish traps. And notably, their docks can be upgraded to harbors which shoot arrows. So Malay is a very strong water civilization. MBL playing as the Malians. Malians are not really a very water heavy civilization. The only bonus that the Malians get is that their buildings cost 15% less wood, which will give them a good early galley rush, I suppose. Or fire galley rush. But not really a great water civilization. Certainly will be a very good land civilization if they decide to go for a landing. You have to be a little suspicious of that as someone who's playing against the Malians. Back-T playing as the Japanese, great water civilization because they get a good early game economy. Mills, mining camps, lumber camps, 50% cheaper. Their fishing ships gather faster, and they're also beefier with more hit points and armor. And their galleys get +2 line of sight, so really good bonuses for the Japanese. Vikings, their biggest bonus, galleys, 15% cheaper. They don't get fire ships, but they do get the longbow boat, which can be good on this kind of map. And all docks are 15% cheaper. That's in addition to wheelbarrow and handcart, of course. So overall, the water civilizations are definitely better for the VNA team. However, the Malians is an interesting choice, especially if you want to go for some sort of landing. I do like the VNA's choices better. I think that Japanese and Vikings, hey, they're pretty good on land as well. At least in the early feudal age, because of their economy bonuses. A little bit of a pause here. We have a back dock from MBL. Sometimes this can be an indicator of strategy, where the dock is placed. The left side, we have a dock for Nicov. Now, if you wanted to go for a landing, I think you'd place the dock in the... Well, I could go either way. I guess it wouldn't matter too much where you place the dock, because I don't think you need to transport over right away. So if you place the dock in the back, then the fishing ships will be a little bit safer, maybe get a little bit more food. As opposed to if you dock in the north. Of course, if you dock towards your opponent, the transport ship can transport over faster. I think the best place to dock, just ideally if you see the whole map and you're going for a transport strategy, would be right here because your opponent probably wouldn't be able to find you. Front dock for Say My Name. Side dock for Back-T. Everyone's got good fish. Part of the map. Some players luring in deer. One deer over here. MBL having a little bit of trouble with his deer there on the other side of this wood line. Nicov. No deer for Nicov. They're over here as well. So the AM team not really luring too many deer. Both players, all the players trying to get to the next stage quickly, it looks like. Oh, you guys had 5 relics, admin re. Okay, sure, good. Oh, that's a shame. That's weird. I'm very surprised that Back-T noticed that, however. That's not something you'd realize. You're usually not counting the relics. But Back-T must have been paying attention to his map. Didn't see any relics on his map. Let's take a look at Back-T's scouting. Didn't even have the best scout. How the hell do you know you have 5 relics? It's very weird. But regardless, we're going to have a re. That's a fair point. So we're going to have to see a restart there. That's a very odd generation to have 5 relics on the map on one side. And it's even odder that Back-T even noticed it. Maybe someone told him. Alright, so they're going to have to restart that. Alright, back on with the music, and should be on fairly shortly. Damn, I have the I had the mic muted once again. I was about to say I have to back out because I have to stop the music because it started earlier than I thought it would. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to this 4th game in this matchup between AM and the VNA team. We have a Team Islands map. The last game got restarted because either someone told Back-T or Back-T noticed that 5 relics were on one side of the island, which is of course unfair. How he figured that out, I'm not sure. Not that it matters too much. And just to recap a bit, in case this goes to YouTube, let me just go over the civilizations real quick. In green, we have MBL playing as the Malians. The bottom left, we have Nicov playing as the Malay. Top right, we have Back-T playing as the Japanese. And in the bottom right, we have Say My Name playing as the Vikings. For the Twitch viewers, we did talk about some of the bonuses of these civilizations. Basically, the gist of it is all 3 of these 4 civilizations are good water civilizations, and one of them is not. MBL civilization, the Malians, is not a good water civilization. They're okay because their buildings are 15% cheaper, but no other bonuses other than that. They are a good civilization if you want to land. So there is a lot of land in between the players on Team Islands, and certainly the Malians have some good versatility. Their military buildings will be cheaper. Those will be good bonuses. But I still like the VNA's picks because these civilizations, the Japanese and the Vikings, are also good land civilizations, at least in the early feudal age because of their economy bonuses. We'll see how things differ this matchup. That makes sense. It was an admin re by the organizer, by land cheat. So that makes a lot of sense. That's probably what happened. Thanks for adding that. Nicov will go with a front dock. MBL will once again go with a back dock. Side dock for Back-T. And Say My Name with a front dock. I can see because I see the villagers going that direction. Say My Name actually might lose these sheep, which could be a big deal if he runs out of food on this boar. 290 left. Say My Name, trying to lure these deer. The players have been a little unlucky with the deer. They're usually on the other side of these wood lines. And it looks like they're a little bit temperamental today. As in they're going back real quick. I would like to see a Spirit of the Law video eventually on deer personality, because it seems like they vary depending on the map, how fast they go back. But that is for another time. That deer is just going back almost instantly. Alright, so players doing their opening builds. They'll be getting fishing ships out. Let me take a look at how many each player has on wood. So 5 villagers on wood I think is typical for a galley build. We have 5 villagers on wood for every player except for Bakti, who is of course playing as the Japanese. And MBL, who kind of gets a wood savings. So I will keep that in mind for my games. 5 on wood unless you get a wood savings of some sort. Otherwise 4 on wood. Transport ship right away. That is not surprising from MBL in the slightest. Again, why in the world would you pick Malians if you didn't want to go for a transport strategy? Here we go, transport ship coming out after the first fishing ship. A smart play to get the fishing ship out first. Don't want the transport ship to be too early. And it is going to take some time to go around this island. The MBL should be ready. Here he goes up to feudal age. I'm just interested to see where the barracks goes. Does it go at home? Does it go on the island? Two boars here. Are these extra boar? I guess they are. And if Bakti lures the extra boar, that'll help his economy, but it'll also damage his scout, and he kind of needs the scout HP. That makes no sense. Why would he lure the boar? It's a water map. My bad. And we'll have 2 scouts coming over. 2 is better than 1. For MBL, let's see how this timing is going to be. MBL's going to be a little late. I think he should place maybe the barracks at home. There we go. That transport ship took a lot of time. What are you doing, Nicov? Get in the transport. There we go. And let's see where this guy goes. It's always very much luck dependent where that transport ship first lands. If it lands here, that's not too good. Oh, you want to land right here, ideally, and not be seen. So these sheep are keeping an eye on things. And ooh, this is unfortunate for MBL. If he could get a tower on this gold, that would be great. But those sheep are going to switch. And if Bakti is paying attention, he'll notice. I don't know if he's paying attention, though. Here comes a stable right away. And a tower right away. Perfect. Great tower position. Okay, that was, that's a green flare for MBL. Oh, that's not Bakti. Alright, we're going to have some galley battles here. It's important, but I'm sure you guys probably don't want to watch them too much, so we'll pay attention to the land. 3 scouts coming in right away for MBL. There's that versatility. And this tower's up. There is no more gold for Bakti. This is pretty bad for Bakti. And that village is low. 11 HP only. He's down. Another village is going to get very low. Going to take a lot of arrow fire. One more hit, and he's down too. 2 villagers down for Bakti, and no more gold for Bakti. Bakti has made 3 fire galleys, so should still be enough to win the water. But MBL might have enough time to build some more fire galleys. We'll see. Alright, so nice quick damage from MBL. Bakti's also going to have to get up some of these gates. Going to have to use some wood there. Now, Bakti should have known this was going on. He lost his sheep. But was not paying attention. Say my name, going with the barracks right away to get some spearmen out. Now is the time you want to add an archery range for MBL. There we go. On top of the hill, too. And what's going on here? I missed this, too. Oh, man, I never thought we'd have a double landing. I wasn't even expecting this. Certainly, Nicov wasn't. And look at that villager. That villager's low as well. Maybe Say My Name didn't click on it. Should have gone for it. So Say My Name, 2 kills, 1 death. I don't see in a body somewhere. But there's another great tower onto the gold. And these villagers are going to die. You guys got to remind me to look at the minimap sometimes. When we see this kind of stuff. So, interesting game. Wow. Say My Name, I think back in the day, was a player that liked to forward a lot. And we're seeing a little bit here. Certainly the meta has gone away from forward archer range and barracks in at least 1 versus 1 Arabia. But on this map, it's a fairly strong strategy. So it's nice to see Say My Name going for that classic strategy once again. Looks like that one fire galley from MBL didn't do its job. 2 fire galleys from back T, taking out the fish of MBL. That's not too bad. Scouts did get in for MBL. A lot of walls for back T. All those walls, you like the walls to do their job. And that's still open. Now it's closed. This villager is exposed. Down in the south, we have archers. Big mess in Say My Name's economy. That's an ugly wood line. We have some idols here and there. Scouts running around. Doesn't look like that villager died. I don't see a body. Right now it's 31 to 32 villagers. 32 to 30. 32 and 30, my bad. So villager numbers are very even. 1 villager more for VNA. That's not a huge deal. My bad. MBL, wait, what happened? I just said the villager numbers and now they just changed. Oh, I think it has to do with the idle, the fish. I think idle fish count as villagers. That was weird. Oh, unless MBL's just losing tons of villagers and I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. All right, that's just a spectator bug. I think idle fishing ships count as villagers or something like that. I don't know to trust the villager count too much, but it's 34-33 and 34-33, so exactly even now. Nice defense from Say My Name. Killing the archer. MBL's gonna have to go into skirmishes of his own, and I think you might want to place a tower here if you're MBL. Just to solidify this position. Otherwise, this position is unstable. He loses archer range as soon as he loses enough archers. Oh, look at this! Look at this! We missed this! Some crazy walling from Nicov. And you're gonna want to delete those walls so these villagers can get away. And if you're Nicov, why not try to wall these villagers in? Another pause. So a few scouts here from Say My Name, but it looks like we have a good defense from Nicov. Where are these villagers going? Fish is important. Bhakti has tons of fish. Say My Name has 0 fish, so 13 fish. And then fish for the other team. 5 fish for Nicov. 2 fish for MBL, so more or less even. Maybe slight advantage to Bhakti. So in my opinion, Bhakti is very strong. And his ally, Say My Name, is very weak. And on the other hand, Nicov and MBL are both doing okay. Yes. That'll be a very choppy game. Try to kill that villager. There's only 5 HP left, and she's down. Leaving 1 villager left for MBL. You want to keep that guy alive. But I think MBL's lost his position. Never got a tower in this area. MBL only with 60 stone. I guess just was not able to mine that much stone. We had that 1 tower here, which was good. If MBL got enough stone to place a tower there, that would have been great. And MBL's in some trouble. Now MBL going to add some scouts. That's probably the right thing to do. But this is a big investment from MBL. So in order for MBL to keep this position, he has to add scouts. But if he adds scouts, then he delays his castle age time. And this villager is already beginning the wall off. Bhakti's going to be the first into the castle age, followed by Nicov. Bhakti always getting to the castle age in a good time. They are not playing from Vubli. They are, in fact, playing from Vubli. Yes, they are. And here's another archer range for MBL. Can't lose that villager. Can't lose that villager. He's going to take a lot of damage. And should be able to get home. Here we go. He's safe in there. Yield nets automatically from Bhakti. It's going to really optimize his food income. Orange is Bhakti. Yes, he is. That's a Smurf name for some reason. And where's that War Galley upgrade from Bacti? You got the Bowsaw upgrade, got Gillnets. Gillnets is actually an expensive upgrade. It gives you a lot, but it's also an expensive upgrade, and I don't agree with getting Gillnets over War Galley. In fact, even Nicov is going to get War Galley sooner. What's going on here? Not a whole lot. Say My Name has been walled up. And that's the end of that. This archery range has as well been walled up. Poor skirmisher stuck inside, left to die. This villager's still trying to get another archery range up. I think this is pretty dead from MBL. I mean, we have knights here for Bacti. Was this overall successful for MBL? More or less. I guess so. MBL's up to the next stage sooner than Say My Name. Say My Name should be up right about now. Did that villager die? Oh, this knight's got in. I think that villager died. That is unfortunate. So MBL will have to transport over again, and it certainly looks like he's going to. It might be worth it just to give up, though. Is it? I think it is. How can you win 2-on-1 on the middle area? It'd be better just to go land. Sorry, just to go water. Where'd the transport go? Oh, there they are. And there's that guy. Gonna rebuild that archery range. So MBL definitely going water as well, adding more docks. Will help his fishing income as well. Have more docks. Not a whole lot of water play. Now we see Nicov switching into galleys. That's always a big question. When do you switch into galleys? When do you keep going fire ships? Steel nets now for Nicov. Getting it a little later. I like that idea. Bacti's economy's got to be great. He's got Japanese fishing ships too, which work faster. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bacti clicking up to the Imperial Age sometime soon. I don't see where he's getting gold. Oh, there he is. A lot of villagers on gold. I bet you he'll be up to the next age in no time. And will this do anything for MBL? Oh, it's interesting. Bacti wants to make knights, so delay his Imperial Age. That's a decision to be had. MAM looks pretty safe. He's got walls up. This is some really weird walling. You should definitely put stone walls there. And this might be a window. If Bacti is thinking about going into the Imperial Age... No, he's not. He's just going to add some knights. Okay, safer play. Safer play. We want to get bloodlines. So, Bacti's just going to go knights and try to clean this up. Take a look at the economy. 65, 47 villagers for the AM team. 40 and 53. A little bit better economies for the AM team. MBL's not doing great, but he's not doing as badly as Say My Name. And I thought Bacti would be way further ahead with villagers, but he's not. And MBL's got a siege workshop out. I don't know if he'll be able to do too much. I think, again, these are wasted resources. MBL should be thinking about water. And I think for now, MBL will struggle against fire ships. Doesn't have enough war galleys quite yet. Oh, this could be bad. Where are the fire ships going? They should be attacking the galleys. So this will be a good fight for Bacti. Going to clean up a lot of these fire ships. Unfortunately, again, MBL not contributing anything on water. Nice versatility again for the Malians. Have access to the camel. Yet camels still can't go 3-on-1 versus knights. Oh, good fight. Good fight for MBL. Maybe MBL can go 2-on-1. Even a town center for MBL. MBL is so committed to this area. I don't know how I feel about that. What would be nice? MBL could take out one of these palisade walls and get back his archery range. Does it have a lot of units in it? It has 3 skirmishers. That'll help. Anything going on here? It looks like Say My Name landed once again. It landed 2 archery ranges and a siege workshop, and we have a panic castle from Nicov. The castle is up, protecting some good resources. And we have a castle from Say My Name as well. That is a great position. And those mangonels will not be doing a ton of damage onto Say My Name. They should probably go north. First player to click up to the Imperial Age is actually going to be Nicov. Off of 87 villages, currently the strongest economy. He did get that Guild Nuts upgrade, remember? Certainly playing as the Blade, might want to add some fishing traps later. And certainly MBL has a foothold in the middle. I really can't say the same thing about Say My Name. I'm just not seeing a whole lot from Say My Name. There we go, Nicov up to the next stage. This is game point, once again, for the AM team. If they win, they will take the series, knocking out VNA. And I mentioned at the beginning of the series, both these teams are extremely strong. VNA is an extremely strong team. Bacti is a top 10 player in the world. Maybe a top 10 player of all time. And Say My Name has always been strong as well. Not to mention these guys play as a team all the time. Here we go. Bracer Galleon coming in for Nicov. Nicov should have water control, but yet this transport ship still gets away. That's funny. Oh, it's funny he got away from these fire ships. Thalassocracy coming in from Nicov. That's the upgrade we all wanted to see. MBL trying to get this town center up once again. The town center has not gone up for the last 10 minutes. There we go, Thalassocracy. You get your harbors now. Say My Name just really being annoying. Still here. Still making units. These villagers are still alive. Nicov is trying to hunt them down. Nikov's got a great navy. Bacti going to the Imperial Age. Bacti's got a little bit of a problem. I think the army is now better for Nicov. Once you have a good mass of galleons, then they're so much more useful than fire ships. So Bacti is going into a unit I think which will be inferior. And Bacti's got some problems on land, too. He's got 3 mangonels tearing down his buildings. What's going on here? Castle from Say My Name and a castle from MBL. MBL's castle will be up sooner, unless this is a doubt castle. Oh, we got 3 knights. Oh, these monks, can they do some work? Yes, they can, converting 2 knights. What were you doing, What were you doing, MBL? Big Titanic from MBL. This castle will actually get up for Say My Name. But it's only a Castle Age castle. It's not an Imperial castle. Oh, or will it? We have this mangonel. Could kill some bills. Or some crossbows. Castle's 60% of the way up. Castle being built in the south by MBL. See, the knights should go after the mangonel. That's how it should work. And another conversion for Say My Name. Big Titanic. Big Titanic play. What's going on over here? Good defense from Bacti. Bacti just making a tower and a few more mangonels. Fast fire ship coming in. Say My Name is up to the Imperial Age. Oh boy. Oh man. MBL not into the next age. Nor is he anywhere close to it. Oh, maybe we have a game. Maybe we have a game on our hands. Say My Name's Imperial Age is going to be very impressive. We have Shipwright coming in for back T, a very early upgrade. It's such an expensive and such a beneficial upgrade. That is a great upgrade. Shipwright is ships cost less wood and they're built faster. Alright, luckily it looks like Nicov is going to bail out his teammate MBL. I'm going to take down the castle for him. Maybe Say My Name should be thinking about getting onto water. You're playing as the Vikings. You're going to have discounted ships. Certainly you can help out Bacti. And there we go. MBL's up in Imperial H. I don't know what he did. Must have used a lot of his market. I don't know how he afforded that. Alright, scores going back and forth. A very even game. Again, I like the galleys of Nicov. A stronger unit than the fire ship. Say My Name, not even thinking about water at this time. Don't see any docks. Still has a good land army. And Say My Name can certainly do a lot of damage on the land still. Can upgrade to Arbalest. I don't see a whole lot as far as land army goes for MBL. These trebuchets from Nicov certainly doing quite a bit. Because Say My Name will have to have siege to be able to give a killing blow. These trebuchets will be able to destroy any buildings that come up. I don't know if those villagers are still alive. I don't see them. We'll need a siege... Oh, there they are. We need a few siege workshops from Say My Name or another castle. Give a really crippling blow to one of these players. Nicov landed. Oh my god. I'm sorry, there's so much going on around the map. Yeah, he definitely landed. He landed a while ago and placed a lot of buildings. And is now gutting Say My Name's base. So that's looking pretty good. Stop bombard cannons. Well, you're gonna need bombard cannons of your own, and certainly the Vikings can't do that. Say My Name's got some troubles here. I don't know if he can do the damage here. I take AM's position. And Nicov going into lead skirmishers. It's perfect. Say My Name can't transition to another unit. He doesn't have the villagers to build the buildings. He's not going to go into knights. What he wants to go into is maybe berserks or champions, but that's not going to happen. That transition is too expensive. Down on the bottom, Say My Name is losing here as well. He's losing on both sides. And even MBL is going to chip in a bit. MBL denying a single castle. From Bacti. Bacti has no land army whatsoever. And I was kind of wrong about this push from MBL. I thought this was not worth it. It's done a lot of damage. And I'm quite surprised by that. Few knights from Say My Name, they're not strong at all. No armor. Alright, so I really like AM's position. On water, how are things going? A lot more fire galleys, fire ships from Bacti. This could be a great fight for Bacti. Bacti gonna move in. Yeah, here he goes. Gonna kill a lot of galleons. Nicov has fire ships of his own, interestingly. And that castle might actually get destroyed if Bacti doesn't delete it. There's a few bombard cannons here, and that castle is gonna get destroyed. These bombard cannons continue to push forward. This is just something the Vikings can't deal with. MBL getting Cavalier, a very strong upgrade. We even have hand cannons in this army. This army is so strong. Bombard cannon, hand cannon, knights. The Malian's army is so diverse. Or it can be. Bacti has no answer to this. Just Bacti and Say My Name have no answers to the land army of these players. Nicov can just hold with skirms. Needs something for the Rams, but he could build a Bombard Cannon or two back at home if he wants to. I don't see a Siege Workshop right now, but he could do it. Actually, it looks like MBL is going to come in with the Cavalry. These monks, I think, lost their faith. Yeah, they're all low. 2 of them are low faith. They're going to have to go back. Cavalry's not done yet. That's a little early to take that fight. I guess maybe MBL wanted the monks. Not the best fight for MBL. I think going a bit, quite a bit early. Bacty's not going to have a base for too long. Oh boy. So you could just tell who's doing more damage. Say My Name is making progress, but look at MBL gunning Bacty's base and GG. Wow. So this middle area, this middle push, surprisingly effective for MBL. Wasn't effective all at once, but as we go into late game, it's still here and a great pushing point. Nicov landing as well. I don't know how he was able to sneak in there. That's not somewhere you expect a landing to be, next to the main town center. But Nicov cleaning up his opponent. Bombard cannons being a big factor in the late game army of these players. And Say My Name not doing enough damage with his landing. Really good game, really good series. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next series as AM goes on to the next round.